In this session, we're going to be reviewing how to get bids on Yelp. What you'll do is just go up here and type in yelp.com. And then up here, we're going to type in, so what I'm looking specifically for, I mean, there's going to be a range of things, but let's say I say look for moving companies. Okay, we'll do that, and in Houston, and we'll hit search. And I don't know why my internet's being kind of slow, but anyways, so here's how I'd suggest you look at reviews. So you see this is a verified license and they have 335 good reviews. So what I'll need to do is then click on request a quote, and you wait for that to pop up. And this is going to ask us some questions. So let's get started. So it's a local moving and it's an apartment, and the way you'll know that is because I would send you a message saying something like we're moving from 4100 Southwest Freeway, apartment 367. So what you can do is, here we'll open up another tab and we'll type in 4100 Southwest Freeway, apartment 367, whatever. So now that gives us what they look like. And here is what it says, Upper Kirby Apartments. So you can take a quick look at it. Gallery. And that gives you an idea of where exactly they are moving from. So which is an apartment. And then it's going to ask what size is your move. So it's coming from a 2-bedroom. And then do you need items moved up or down floors at your current location? And then what we'll see is if there's an elevator here. So what we can do is click on amenities and see if there's anything that's mentioned with the elevator. I'm pretty sure this place does have an elevator. And just kind of look at this site and see if you can find anything about an elevator. But let's just assume over here we'll put there is an elevator. No matter what you do, however way you select it, just make it consistent with everyone else, so at least we can see what the price differences are. All right, now we need to look at, so the questions we asked, what is the distance of the move? Now I want you to be able to look for this information for the most part, because I don't have access to most of this information, so I have to look for it as well. There's no set process. There's going to be no set questions. So what we'll need to do now is go to Google Maps, and we're going to do here, and directions to not my location. I'm just going to flip this, but to the next address I'm going to give you, which is going to be their new address. And their new address is, I'll tell you here in a second. The new address is 3805 Old Bourbon. Old Bourbon Lane. No, that's not right. It changed the address. 805 Old Bourbon. And I'm trying to see if I can find the zip code. You could. Here, and I'm just going to have you walk through the process that I do. And 3805 Bourbon Lane. What was the property? Okay, there's the zip code. So that way you have the entire, or just copy this whole thing. Because this is my client Hannah, who's moving from her apartment to this new house. And we're going to go back to Google Maps. and type it here. All right. So now what does this say? It's 15 minutes on the tollway, 20 minutes, and it's about roughly 11 miles and 10.5 miles from over here. So it's 8.65 miles away. So what we're going to do, I mean, you'll pick the shortest one. So it's between 1 to 10 miles. Do you need the following services? I'm just going to leave all of them blank. And I would say 11 to 20 boxes. Specific date. Generally, feel free to ask me that question, but it's going to be the day after closing, which our closing is set for the 4th. So we're going to do Wednesday. And then it says zip code of location you are moving to. So we already kind of pulled that information. The to address is, it's kind of a little tough. Zip code is 77018. There we go. All right, next from address is going to be this one. And I'm just going to type it up here because I can't see the zip code. I'm sure there's an easier way to do it, but I just chose to do it this way. Okay. Location as and then you'll have an option that says, yes, get multiple quotes, hit send request, and then go to messages. Your request has been sent. So now we should be hearing back from several different folks, but what I'll encourage you to do is, so what it did is, like you'll see, it went to these 3 or 4 people, and so we should hear back from them soon enough. So this is the best way to do a bid on Yelp.